What's up guys, and welcome back. I'm here with this brand new 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe Calligraphy, which is the highest trim level available for this model year lineup. And thanks to Gettle Hyundai of Lakewood, Florida, I'm going to be able to take in a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out from the exterior, interior, technology, capacities, and the test drive. So if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of this channel. Consider subscribing, hit that like button. Don't forget to turn on that bell notification ring bell. Now let's get back to this. So of course, Hyundai completely redesigned the Santa Fe for this model year. I've already done the Limited, the SE, and the SEL trim levels. So I'm left with this, the Calligraphy Edition. And you can see right away that this is the more luxurious trim. But let's start with the design. You have this very flat hood with a slight bulge right here in the middle. Big Hyundai logo. Everything here is piano black. So it's this shiny black color with combination of the car color, which in this case is Hampton gray. It looks really classy, don't you think? Now, I like the lights. They're in the shape of letter H. Those are the LED daytime running lights slash turn signals. And behind them, you have fully LED lights, of course. You have the corner air curtains right here, and you also have these louvers right here that open up as the engine needs more air for cooling. You have the front view camera, and again, everything is covered in this piano black. Well, if you want to find out what powers up this thing, let's pop the hood and find out. And underneath the hood, you'll find a 2.5-liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine producing 277 horsepower and 311 foot-pounds of torque, made it to an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. The engine is set really nice and low for that better center of gravity. The hood is propped up by the struts on each side, and it's got some sound insulation underneath it. Here it is, guys. Here it is from the side of it. I love the shape of this vehicle, and especially with this color combination. It is really nice and classy. I like this Hampton gray with combination with the piano black. As far as the size of it, let's talk about this, because this is a 3-row SUV. It kind of fits in between the Tucson and the Palisade. However, it is about 6 inches shorter than the Palisade at 190 inches long. It's about 75 inches wide, so quite a large vehicle. Your wheelbase is 110.8 inches, so it makes it for a nice and comfortable ride. And let's take a look at the wheel and tire setup, because these are Calligraphy exclusive rims. So we have this satin black color with the multi-spoke rims. I actually like that color. You have the Pirelli Scorpion tires. 245 by 45 is the size of it. And when you look around the wheels and at the bottom of this vehicle, this is all dressed in this piano black. And let's check out this mirror, because I gotta tell you, it is fully loaded. First of all, when you unlock the vehicle through the smart entry system, it power unfolds it, and you can see it does have a turn signal, blind spot assist, and the camera inside of it. And everything around the windows right here is also this piano black. You also have these roof rails, and if you need assist of getting up on top of it, the Calligraphy Edition and the XRT Edition have the assist grab handle. Right now it's locked. I'll show you how to unlock it in a little bit, but before that, let's check it out from the back. Here's the back side of it. Of course, you have the H letter lights on it, fully LEDs. That includes your tail lights, your turn signals, your reverse lights are actually down here, and the reflector lights are right in the middle of it. Big Hyundai logo, Santa Fe spelled out. You have 2 rear view cameras, one for your rear view camera, and this is for your rear view mirror. Yes, you have this huge gate spoiler, underneath which you'll find the wiper, third brake light right here, shark fin antenna, and again, you have all of this piano black here. You have one exhaust on one side, and of course the gate is power. Let's actually push the button and voila, Opens nice and tall. I'm almost 6 feet tall. Do I fit right underneath it? Yes, I can. Well, let's see what we have as far as roominess. So here I got the seats folded up so we can check out the roominess behind the third row seat. And as you can see, there's not much of it. Now that's 6 inches difference between the Palisade and this one really makes a difference here. Now you can also fold down the seats, of course. We can pull on the strap and let them go, fold them down. It's pretty easy to do. And if you need to fold down the middle row seats, all you have to do is push the button. These are power, so as you can see, they're folding down right now. In the meantime, let's check it out. Let's see what we have for the third row passengers. So you have your own cup holders, they have their own vents, they have their own USB Type-C charging, and on the right hand side, additionally, you have a regular household outlet and you have the fan control for the rear AC. You can also turn it on or off. Now, it's really fancy up on top in here because you have this Eco Micro Suede liner. Really feels good to the touch. And as you can see, one seat folded down, no problems. The other one, I had that driver's seat, pulled back too much, so it kind of leans against it, but that can be easily fixed. Now, what else we have here? Right underneath this floor, we have the jack and the tools to remove the tire. I don't see a spare tire in this vehicle. I looked underneath it, there's none. So it's a fix-a-flat basically. And let's check it out. Let's move those seats back up. This is manual adjustment for the third row seat, of course, and I'll show you what we have for passengers. But before we get inside, I showed you that there is this handle right here, but right now it's locked, and there's a little lock that's right here on the side. And with the key, by the way, this is the new key that you get with the new Santa Fe, kind of an X-shaped key. So you have the lock, unlock, you have the remote starter panic button, you also have this remote parking assist and the hold for the gate, but you also get this valet key. So take this out, and this is how you unlock it. Okay, very loose in here. I think if you get a screwdriver, you can do it here too. But anyways, this allows you to grab onto it if you need to get on top and grab something from the roof rack. Now, as far as the door panel in here, look at how luxurious it looks. So we have several different components in here. First of all, you have the manual sunshade right here. You also have this wood trim. Now this is wood, this is aluminum too, so this is no joke. Now this is hard plastic, but nobody touches that. This is nicely lined as far as the armrest. You have two big cup holders and another one here at the bottom. And as you get inside, you have the Santa Fe on the door sill. And check this out. Check out the interior of it. Now these seats are very light gray. This is Napa leather. As far as this, you have some solid leather, you have some perforated leather, of course this H letters right here, and this seat has power adjustment, but the power adjustment is only for the bottom and back portion of it. Okay, now you can lock this or unlock it. So let's see, let's move it back. See, the only thing it does is I'm going to unlock the seat and it's going to move forward. I can also push the button right on top and the seat moves forward out of the way for me to get in the third row seat. Well, so I've said in here before, I got to tell you, for short trips, it's definitely okay. Look at this. I have plenty of headroom. I have plenty of shoulder room and knee room. So here it is, guys. This is the seat. I mean, it's not pushed all the way back, but I have plenty of room for my knees. I can even give it another inch or so for this seat to be moved back, and I'll still be fairly comfortable. So it's good enough for short trips, but I wouldn't want to go cross-country in it. So before I jump in this middle row seat, I'm going to show you what else is pretty cool in here. First of all, this middle console can be accessed from the back and the front. Down here, you also have a storage drawer for more stuff. And then you have the USB Type-C ports, a little bit extra seats in the storage. And the vents are actually right on the pillars. And if I didn't show you that, it also has the heated seats. So here I am in this middle row seat. I'm almost 6 feet tall, plenty of headroom, shoulder room, and a knee room. So like I said, I can actually adjust the seat to about here, still be comfortable. That's going to give the rear passenger enough space to fit in. And of course, the front seat is adjusted to my regular driving position. So no shortage of room. The seats are super nice and comfortable. The leather, that Napa leather, is so soft. It feels like you're sitting on the leather couch or something. So before I get inside, let's listen to the sound of the closing door. Boom, nice and solid, really nice. All right, so let's see what we have. Similar setup as in the back with the addition of memory seat settings. Right here you also have the mirror window lock controls, a little bit more storage at the bottom of the door, and Santa Fe nicely displayed on the door sill. Now let's check this out. Oh, this is your top of the line setup. You have a lot more adjustments on the driver's seat than on the passenger seat, but passenger seat is power as well. You also have this tie support right here. You have this seat, or the relaxing mode as they call it. Let's see if that can be done. So let's check this out. The seat does this dance, moving it to the most relaxing position for you. Hope you don't do it while driving, but check this out. All right, what other vehicle does it? I think there's some luxury brands that we can name, but okay, we're gonna move it back to the regular position. But anyway, so you have the regular adjustments as far as the back and forth, lumbar support, etc. The seats are a little bit more contoured, of course, than the back, that kind of keep you in place. Really like the color of it. I don't know if those would be my choice. I have a feeling that would be really dirty if I get this color choice. Now you have the parking brake, you have the dimmer, you can open the rear gate and you turn off that traction control. And look at this, you also have the ambient lighting in here that's right on the side and down here at the bottom, that continues through the entire front end of this vehicle. Let's check it out. So here's the brand new interior, and it is super luxurious. Let's start this vehicle. Engine start stop button is right here, and you can see both of those 12-inch screens come to life, as well as you have the head-up display. Let's go through all of the features. Close the door. First of all, on the pillar itself you have the Bose speaker, and then you have the top glove box. Now in this glove box you have the UVC ray sanitizer. So if you want to sanitize your phone, you basically put it in right here and you click this UVC sanitizer, and the phone's gonna get rid of all the germs. So I mean, the light's gonna get rid of all the germs on your phone. Right here you have this wood trim, and then you have some aluminum trim pieces. You can see this ambient lighting right at the bottom, and of course you have the shelf right there, and a regular size glove box at the bottom, so you don't sacrifice one glove box by getting the top one. Now we have the low fuel, so I'm gonna hit no for now. I hope it's gonna be enough to test drive this vehicle. And right on top you have the head-up display. See if you can see it. So right now we have the speedometer and the speed limit reader, and the steering wheel itself, super nice, comfortable. I'm not sure if I like this kind of split steering wheel. I know it looks really good, but I think I would rather have the one piece. But you have the contrast stitching in here, and then you also have a bunch of buttons. So let's see what they do. So this is your menu buttons. That controls what's going on right behind it in the instrument cluster. You have the cruise control, and then you can adjust the gap between you and the car in front of you. These scroll button basically allows you to choose different options, again, in the instrument cluster. And then you have 4 dots, that's H and Morse code, in case you didn't know. And then the mode and the start button, they can be customized to, you know, for different functions. I'll show you that in just a little bit. You have the voice control, phone, pick up, hang up button. You also have the volume, and then again we have the up and down feature in here. You also have the attention assist. See how it's blinking? I can't see it blinking, but the camera does. And then you have the gear shifter. Okay, pedal shifters in the back. Okay, let's see. This is not working because my thumbprint or my fingerprint is not programmed to it, but this is one of your 12-inch screens. So this is your instrument cluster. Let's see what we have. In the middle you have the lane keep assist auto stop feature. Right now it's off, but let's see. Let's scroll down here. Tire pressure, current trip, since refueling, since last reset, and look back here. Now you can put the navigation right here in the middle. You can also back to lane keep assist. So this is the main setup. Let me see if the drive modes are attached to the screen, and it doesn't look like it. Let me fix that really quick. You can select the cluster to the simple like we had before, or the classic style. And now if I change the drive modes, look at this, look at what happens. Sport, my drive, which is customizable. You have slight difference in between them, but not a whole lot. But anyway, you can control all of this through here. I just went to setup, and the gauge style, you can send it to classic or simple. You also have the link to drive mode. We have the A, B, and C styles, and the head-up display, we have it enabled right now. Display adjustment control, so the height and rotation, you can set it up the way you want it, or you can have it automatically adjusted as it is right now. But back to the home screen, because we want to start right from the beginning. So first of all, here's your navigation system, nice and bright. I always like the Hyundai navigation system. Here's your media, and as far as the media, you have the Sirius XM, FM, AM, Bluetooth audio. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are available for wired and wireless connection, which is a huge deal in my book. Now you can of course set up the phone, and here it is, phone projection. So Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, you can set them up the way you want it. Seats, left seat, right seat, so you can set up your warmers. Second seat control, you can set up the cushion tilt, seat back recline, second row seats fold or unfold. You can do it from here, which is, you know, something that you normally find at the luxury vehicles in case you can't look outside the window. Here's your weather, but you need the subscription for Blue Link, valet mode, and setup. So setup gives you tons of options to, you know, set up the vehicle to the way you want it to be done. User profile, device connection, screen layout, display, buttons. Here's the buttons that we had. Let's say this is a custom button on the steering wheel. The little start button can be switched on to provide any of those functions, basically. Passenger talk, voice, memo, home, map, reroute, cancel route, media on and off, quiet mode, driver assistance settings, or none, as it is right now. But depending on which function you use the most, that's what you can customize. You also have the custom button on the navigation, mode button, up and down buttons on the steering wheel, volume and tune knob. Okay, you can move it from the left to the right. Just, I guess this is mostly for people who have the steering wheel on the right hand side versus the left hand side, but you know, in case you want your power button on the other side, you can do that too. So go back to the home screen, set up data network. You can set up this vehicle as your Wi-Fi, and here's your general settings, system info, date, time, language, keyboard, etc. So we can spend a lot more time in here just going through these features, but you guys can play with it by yourself. Really, there's tons of customization on this vehicle. There really are. But you have another screen in here. This is for your climate control. As you can see, you have the dual zone climate control, and then you have some shortcuts for the heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, fan control, and then your rear window defroster, front window defogger, and then you have a strip of buttons here. So home, map, search, media, seek, track, custom, and setup button. And in case you don't really like that touchscreen on the screen itself, you hit the home button and it takes you to that location. Of course, power and volume knob, seek and tune on the other side. Down here you have the auto hold. This is for your brakes. Of course, we have the drive modes. Went through that, normal, sport, and my drive. And turn off that automatic engine start stop feature. Hill descent assist. You have the parking camera, which we haven't seen yet. I'm going to show you that in a second. Turn off parking sensors, turn on parking sensors. And since we're here, here's the new shifter. Okay, so let's put it in reverse and let's see how the camera looks like. I really like the display of it. It's really bright, vivid, nice colors, nice contrast, and you have several different angles, top down. You have the side view. Here is your front camera. This is your rear camera, actually, wide angle as well. This is all your rear cameras. And then you can also have your 360, move this vehicle around, and then you have the top down view with that trajectory lines from the front and the rear of the vehicle, which is really a good safety feature. And then you can adjust certain features of the camera itself. So this is your camera. Push it to put it in park so we don't roll. And scrolling down here, so you have the wireless charging pads. You have two of them. Both of them are for your phone, so for driver and passenger you have the wireless charging. You also have two USB Type-C ports, One of them can be used for charging only or charging and data. This is for charging only. And then this is your UVC rays or UVC light that you can turn on in the glove box. Big cup holders and more storage. See, this can be accessed in the front as well. You know, the divider that lets you go even deeper, and there's some illumination there. And before we go up, let's take a quick peek what we have underneath this floating console. So you have another 12-volt power adapter, and then up on top, of course, we have the mirror, and this is that digital mirror. This is where that other camera goes in, and you have the home link system as well here, as well as some of the settings for the mirror. Up on top, you can open up the front sunroof, or you can open the rear sunshade or close it. Look at this, how much light it is, and we can do it from here, no issues. All right, guys, this is the interior of this 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe. You have some nice big mirror, and illumination is separately up on here, and really this is nice and soft. I like this eco suede or micro suede, what they call it. Let's talk about pricing and take it for a spin. We're going to talk about pricing while driving here. I gotta tell you, this is a completely different vehicle than the previous generation one, and this one is the top of the line. This is the front wheel drive model. I'm going to post everything that it has in the link in the description of this video, but the total MSRP is $48,300, and this one includes the destination charge. Drives really nice, really smooth acceleration. It also has a very good turning. We're going to do this roundabout right here, so check out the softness of the suspension right here, really nice. And we're going to do an acceleration test here, not from zero, and I don't want to beat on it, but you know, it's got really nice and smooth acceleration. The 277 horsepower really makes a difference. I've done a couple different Santa Fe's, you know, where I've actually done the 0 to 60. It is, you know, under 7 seconds, so it's not bad. But then, you know, again, this is not a sport SUV. This is more of a family SUV that feels really good, you know, feels really luxurious. If you don't like the shape of it on the outside, I've also done the new Kia Sorento, the refreshed Kia Sorento, and that is, you know, an equivalent of this vehicle. It's about the same price, same engine, just a different look, and you know, maybe a slightly different features of it. So if you prefer that, you can check out that video as well. And overall, I'm really impressed with the Santa Fe for this year, guys. If you like watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, hit that subscribe and like button, and don't forget to turn on that bell notification ring bell so you won't miss any of the content that's coming out. I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.